Hey, what's going on guys, First Tech Up here. Welcome to the Tecno Spark 4 unboxing and review. The Tecno Spark 4 is the latest addition to the Tecno's forever growing series. So in today's video, I'm going to unbox it and give you my thoughts about it so to help you make that purchase decision. But before I begin, please kindly hit on that subscribe button to join this awesome family. And turn on your bell icon so you get alerted when I upload a new video. So straight up, when you open the box, you're greeted with a device on top with a label that houses basic specs about it. Let's keep it aside first. Next is a 12 plus 1 month warranty card, Google file leaflet, a transparent silicone case, a film screen protector, the earpiece, a 5-volt charging brick, a micro USB charging cable and a SIM ejector tool. So back to the device, immediately it feels very familiar, and that's because nearly all Tecno device uses the same design with some minor changes that are barely noticeable. It is not a bad thing in any way, but then it makes it feels like the company keeps recycling the same product over and over. It is a nice looking device, especially the color I have here, which Tecno calls royal purple. It is decent for the price, it is not heavy and doesn't feel light at the same time. It is made from plastic, which is not a surprise here because that is what you expect from this caliber of device. On the right side of the device, we've got the power button and the volume rocker keys. On the left side, we've got the SIM tray that contains a dual nano SIM slot and a micro SD card slot. At the bottom, we've got a headphone jack, a microphone, a micro USB charging port and a speaker grill. At the back, we've got a 3-camera setup, which is a 13 megapixels main shooter, a 2 megapixels depth sensor, a QVGA camera for low light, a dual flashlight, a fingerprint scanner and Tecno branding. Up front is a 6.52-inch HD Plus display with a teardrop notch. Then on the notch houses an 8 megapixel selfie camera. The display houses a resolution of 720 by 1600 with the pixel density of 269. It is sharp with good viewing angles and there are no noticeable pixelation, unless you keep it side by side with a much better display. At 35,000 Naira, I do not expect it to offer the best display on a smartphone, but it doesn't mean it cannot get better. Watching YouTube videos on it is decent, and for what it is okay. So the Tecno Spark 4 packs similar specification like the Infinix Hot 8 I reviewed recently on this channel. If you haven't seen that video yet, I'll leave a link in the description box below. It comes with 2 GB of RAM, a MediaTek Helio A22 quad-core processor, a 32GB of internal storage. It is safe to say that performance is marginally better. It handles basic tasks well, though the experience is not smooth. There are some hiccups here and there. And the thing is, don't just expect too much from it. I played some games and while it was playable, it didn't offer smooth experience. While the device has basically the same specs like the Infinix Hot 8, the Spark 4 is a little decent when it comes to performance. I really wish Tecno can reduce the amount of bloatware it installs on some of their devices. It is just too annoying and it is one of the reasons iOS behave the way it does sometimes. The fingerprint reader is okay, not as fast as I might like it to be, but it gets the job done. Face unlock is fast, but trust me, don't rely so much on it. The 4000 mAh battery gets the job done. It endures for a longer period of time before giving up the ghost. On basic use, it can last for a day and a half. And when it's time to juice it up, the included charger took about 2 hours 45 minutes to charge from 0 to 100%. There is no LED notification light when charging the device. About the camera, the Tecno Spark 4 does a pretty decent job. It is not mind-blowing. For the price, the images are very okay, it is sharp with good details and in some cases, high dynamic range is good. And color reproduction is decent too. Edge detection in portrait shot is also good, though not consistent, but at least it gets the job done. The 8 megapixel selfie shooter on the other hand is decent as well. Just go through them and tell me what you think about it in the comment section below. So guys, this is what it looks like to shoot a video using a front-facing camera on the Tecno Spark 4. Yeah, it shoots video in 1080p resolution and I think I like what I'm seeing here. Though I wasn't expecting too much and it's actually not too much, but it's okay. Do let me know what you think about it in the comment section below, and let me know if you like the audio that is coming out from this device. It shoots video in 1080p and it is very okay. So what's my conclusion? Okay, the Tecno Spark 4 is a decent and compelling device for the price. It is a nice bargain, but I wish it had up to 3 gigs of RAM, a much less cluttered user interface that would have further improved performance. But hey, it is what it is. So the question is, do I recommend it? I'll say yes, and at the same time, if you can add an additional 10,000 naira to that 35,000 naira, the Tecno Camon 12 is a much better option. But if there is no right from left, then you can still settle with it. It will still handle your basic tasks effectively, like phone calls, emailing, web browsing, and some light gamings. So that is it. Share your thoughts with me in the comment section below. Let's discuss. Like and share this video, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye bye.